Hey gang, Redbeard here. You might be wondering why I'm a little crooked. It's because I'm in outer space. I created the space station PvP, and I'm going to show you how to do the same thing. But stick around, because this is a whole series of videos where our first one will teach you how to plan for the build, how to build the room, how to do the circuits, and then how to publish the room and then get a bunch of people to come in and play. This will be a template room, so you can go ahead and grab any circuits you want or the whole thing and remix it, whatever you'd like to do. Alright, let's do a quick tour of the PvP, and then we'll go create something cool. Okay, now that you have the model scaled up to the size that you want it to be, the next thing to do is to move all the pieces into place and to use the manipulate tool to make all your hallways work. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, so I set the mood back to day, and what that does is allows me to see things much clearer, and I do toggle through them throughout the whole period of creating at this phase. So the next thing we need to do is fix the hallways and move the junction pieces into place. So the way you're going to do that is to use your maker pen. Let me show you how to do that now. Okay, so on your pen, you're going to hit edit, and then this hallway piece is in the way, so we're going to click on that, which puts us in edit mode, and then we're going to go manipulate. Let's manipulate this middle one here, and essentially we want that over further. Let's open our palette though. We're going to change this snap back. I'm going to put it to 5. I'll probably toggle between 1 and 5. 1 gets me that finesse that I'm looking for. Okay, let's move this out of the way. So we're just going to scale these down till they're inside the wall. We're just going to get them as close as we can for now. And there's a few pieces here that we need to think about. And you just got to get them close. We'll look at the detail in a minute when we get the junction piece in. So the other piece is this hallway here. We're going to edit the one that's under this. And we're going to hit manipulate. And I'm going to bring its roof open just to about there. There we go. And you can see this other one's in the way as well. So I'm going to hit done editing on that. Okay, now I'm going to hit edit on this one. And then manipulate as well. And open that roof up. Now we're going to take move, and we're going to grab this piece here and move it down into place. And the way I built it is they're almost identical, if not identical. So you want the roof to line up really close. That looks pretty good. There. Okay. And then you need all 4 corners to line up. This is a little bit tricky, so it's really worth taking your time to get this right. Looking at the gap here and the gap here to make sure they're the same, you can see this one has a gap, so it needs to go to the right a little bit. There we go, that looks good. This side should be the same because they were on the same grid. And now let's look this way. That looks about right. Looks like it needs to go this way. There we go. Okay, I'm going to freeze this so I don't mess it up. Now I'm going to take my edit tool and edit these walls back into place. So I clicked edit, then I'm going to hit manipulate, and I'm going to move these to cover up the hole. Just fly around and look at everything. See, this wall sticks out, so we're going to have to pull that one in. You can see my floor isn't lined up, so I'm going to hit done. I'm going to unfreeze this, and I'm going to move it back down just a little bit. There we go. Now we freeze it. Okay, now we're going to hit done editing, and we have the basics of our hallway, right? You can see how that worked. Now you just have to repeat that on the whole map. So the other thing I would recommend is you can see a little bit of a gap here. This is a hallway, that's a hallway, that's a hallway. So what I would do is actually delete all of those and manipulate this one to be the full width of it. That way you're saving ink there. And same in this case on all of the hallways. So that's the basics. We built a scale model on a grid. That way we can scale it up so that it's the correct size when it's time to add all the details that we need. So in the next video, we're going to talk about the circuits that are needed. The first thing we have on our list is doors, but we also need to talk about the game chips and the scoreboard system and how that all works. So stay tuned and come back and watch for that. Alright gang, you're already following us on YouTube, watching our sweet videos. You can find us on Instagram as well. Look up instagram.com/recroom or just find our @recroom and follow along.